Welcome, everybody, to Pookie in Paradise. My name is Jeff. My friends call me Pookie. With me, as always, hand of the Pook, Leah Kasari. How are you, Leah?
I'm miserable, but I'm here.
We appreciate you gutting it out, especially since you disappeared again for a week. You
It was not a week. It
you
was a
left
weekend.
you left Mams hanging twice for an hour. We all thought you were dead once again. And also, we spoke earlier. You said, "Oh, I'm looking at fixing the lighting here," and here you are sitting in the dark.
Yeah, I am. I got sick. I have everything set up downstairs and it looks really cool, but I don't want to sit in my computer room because I don't feel well. So I'm in my bedroom with the lights off and my laptop.
So this was going to be a great show. We're up to a terrible start. Mounts was late again, but it was, in all fairness, it was due to his other job, which actually pays him. So I can see how once in a while that has to take priority.
Right.
But you did make it.
Yeah, I'm here.
We set a low bar here. Just making it is what we're hoping for lately. Not going to say any names. So a lot going on this week. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. There was no Mams episode. So
No.
that leaves PIP. So
Yeah.
even though I wanted to take a break, not a break, but I wanted to take the week off because I'm exhausted. I've been putting together furniture, driving. Couldn't do it.
How was your drive?
All because Leah chose the shittiest cell phone provider in the entire world.
Oh my God. And it's official. Like they made an announcement today that T-Mobile is merging with Sprint.
So earlier today, or yesterday, I should say, I finally called Leah and she's like, "Hello?" And I'm like, "Where the fuck have you been?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "You were supposed to record with Mams one night. They just never got a text message from you." And then apparently a second night, and we were all texting her, and we thought she was dead. I was driving from Pennsylvania to Florida, and I'm stopping over Sunday night. So I'm staying over Sunday nights, and I'm doing the rest of the drive Monday. So I was trying to be good and text Leah like, "Hey, if you is there a Mams episode?" Nothing. And you have to understand this. I know what's going on, so I know I'm not angry, but there's nothing that infuriates me more than not even getting back like a "Hey, I'm busy" or I know. It's just a simple no. So I'm holding everything back, like trying not to like blow up anybody's phone. And then I get him in the car. We make a quick stop, and I'm like, I think I sent Leah a text that said, "Hey, if there is going to be a Mams episode, can you send it to me tonight so that I can upload it? I'm going to be driving all day Monday."
Right.
Nothing. Now I'm fuming. Just a simple no.
Right.
And, you have Sprint as your cell phone provider, and everybody knows that Sprint is garbage.
Yeah, it's worse than garbage.
Like, especially
it
in
is
certain
so
areas,
bad.
which you seem to be in one of those specific areas that you can't even make a fucking phone call. You can't send a text message. You can't do anything.
Well, that's the weird thing. Usually, like, I can, like, the text will at least come through as like a download or something, or like my phone will ring. I'll know, which apparently it did work. So the second you called me, I was able to answer the phone, but texts don't go through. Like they don't come to me. I can't receive them, and I can't send them out. But I don't know that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know nobody's texting me. I just think I'm a big loser and nobody wants to talk to me.
I still blame you. You, for some reason, chose Sprint. So this all falls on you. So here I am, and I know this doesn't really bother Mounts because he's off in fucking La La Land at the hospital, the greatest job he's ever had. Having a fucking blast. I'm driving, fuming. I don't have anybody to vent to. Fucking bullshit. Allison's asleep in the car.
You could have vented to Allison. She listened.
No, I'm not gonna put that on her.
Poor Allison. So wait, you didn't finish the best part of the story. So
So Leah's like, I think you could kind of tell the frustration in my voice. Again, I know it's not your fault, but it's just like the situation. I think Leah could like sense that I was still frustrated, even though I knew it. Like, short answers, the whole 9 yards. So she's like, I'm going right now. I'm going to get it changed. I'm going to get my cell phone changed. So
and I did. I walked out the door.
She was asking me like, is Verizon, are they going to buy my contract? I'm like, I don't know. I pay a lot for Verizon, but it's worth it because there's not a dead spot in the entire fucking world. That's worth it to me.
Right.
And
right.
When it does, I'm the first person on the phone bitching like, hey, I pay more to be with you guys than any other fucking phone company. I better not ever have a fucking dropped call ever. I better get every fucking email, even the spam that I don't want.
I better get it.
I better get it. That's the principle. So, but I wasn't sure if they were gonna buy her contract. So I get a text. I went a full disclosure here. I was taking a shit, and I was, that's where I read the news. So I'm scrolling through my Google update, my Google tags and everything. And as Leah's texting, she's like, "Oh, I went to T-Mobile because they bought out my contract, gave me, whatever the deal was, right?"
Right. Yeah.
And so as I'm reading Leah's text, I'm literally scrolling down to an article that says, "Fucking T-Mobile and Sprint are merging."
Oh, perfect.
Of course they are. Of course they are. And of course I do it like the day before it's announced. Not even 24 hours before it's announced, like maybe 3 hours before it's announced. I switch services.
Unbelievable.
It's the most ridiculous thing. Like, there's this collusion going on between all the cell phone companies to fuck Leah.
I think it's exactly what's happening. It's a total conspiracy. They're trying so hard to screw me.
The most ridiculous thing. Like, you can't write that. You can't plan that.
No. Mm-mm.
Here she comes. She's all excited that she's going to be actually to get and receive her text messages. She thinks, oh my God, this is it. These are the end of my problem. This is the end of my worries.
Yeah.
And here comes big bad corporate capitalism.
Monopolizing the cell phone industry and ruining my life.
Crushes your dreams.
It just completely breaks me into a million pieces. And it was almost like, I was just like, yeah, of course they are. Of course, because it's me. Because that wouldn't happen to anybody else. Would only happen to me.
So also, like, in the same spurt of text messages, Leah was blabbing on about. I really want to get your take on this, Mounts. She's blabbing on about shit, and then she's like, "Now that Jeff's an hour away,
yeah,
or an hour behind."
I totally thought he was an hour behind.
Oh no!
I did.
I moved to Florida. I moved straight down.
Listen,
she was like dead serious.
I was.
She's like, it sucks now that Jeff's an hour behind us. What the fuck are you talking about?
I seriously thought he was an hour behind.
Oh man.
I literally, I am not good with any sort of geography at all. Like, I'm totally geography challenged. Geographically challenged?
You can't even say the fucking word.
I can't even say the fucking word.
Listen, I mean, I guess technically it's geography related, but to understand that the time zones go horizontal is not hard. That's not difficult. That has nothing to do with where something is on a map.
I didn't actually know they went horizontally. I didn't know that's how it went.
You thought that they were broken up like congressional districts? Oh man, I don't know what to choose for what I learned today.
Yeah. Just found out.
Well, what I learned today is that
the episode just started.
That Florida is in the same time zone as Pennsylvania. That is what I learned today.
You know, it's also in the same country as Pennsylvania.
That I did know. Well, you know.
You have a JVC medical knowledge level of knowledge about geography.
I don't even think I have that much knowledge. Like I think she has more medical. If we were to compare the two, she definitely has more. I know nothing about geography.
One day, Whitehorse is going to start paying for the scholarships, students that that want to go to school. But I'm telling you right now, Leah, you would not have gotten that scholarship. I would not be able to trust you to make the best use of it.
Oh no, not at all. But listen, I went to Catholic school. That's why I have literally no idea. Because
they taught you where Jerusalem was and where. What else do they care about?
Rome. Like that the Pope is in Rome. That's pretty much what you know. Like that's like it. Like we really didn't. We had religion over stuff like that. Like we didn't have that kind of classing or studying. Classic. Classic. I have a fever. Leave me alone.
I hope it's the fever. I really do.
It is. I'm gonna say it is. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it totally.
So I completed my big move, to a completely different time zone. Actually, you know what I did? The reason why Leah thought I was an hour behind, in order to get to Florida, I wanted to take the scenic route, so I just drove horizontally across the world until I got back to Florida.
Wow.
So it was an honest mistake, obviously.
Yeah, see?
Honest mistake.
He was in like 7 different time zones in the last 2 days, so I had no idea where he was.
I did the drive in like 2 days. I drove about 9 hours day 1, and then about 6 hours day 2. And it really wasn't bad.
Nice.
I heard all these like people like going on vacation. They take like 4 days to get there. Just 2. I left at 9 o'clock on Sunday. I did not hit traffic anywhere.
I think it's different too, though. Like you're by yourself, right? So,
Allison was there.
Well, yeah, but like, if you were doing that with Alex when Alex was like, between like 3 and 10.
I know where you're going with this. The answer is no.
Really? You wouldn't stop?
We only stop for gas. Piss your pants. Well, Mounts, didn't you just do a drive with the kids back from Myrtle Beach? That's about 10 hours.
Yeah. We leave. When we went down, we left like 2:30 in the morning, and it was fine. But actually, when they were younger, we drove from Myrtle Beach, and we left, and AJ threw up in the car in North Myrtle Beach.
Jesus Christ. I would have canceled the fucking vacation right there.
Well, we were heading home. Oh. And like we started to leave, we gassed up the car. Left.
That would have been the last vacation they ever went on.
It was terrible.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah, we drove with the kids to and from Myrtle Beach too when they were little. If you leave in the middle of the night like that, it's perfect because they just sleep and they don't even know they're in the car usually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you guys thoughts? Because Alex was an easy kid to travel with, but anytime we did a family vacation, my mom was always there, my sisters, so they would help take care of it. Yay or nay on taking the kids on vacation? Is it actually enjoyable or is it a fucking bitch?
I love it. Our kids are super easy. Plus,
even when they were younger, like real little.
Yeah, they love driving in the car. Give them my phone.
What about when you get there though? Like I don't want to fucking build sandcastles the entire time.
Hey, I don't mind.
Oh,
I don't mind that. I'll get sunburnt.
You should have been Alex's dad.
I think it depends on the place and the vacation too. Like I know I haven't been to Disney yet and I'm dreading it. But like when I talk to my friends that go there, they're like, you need a vacation from your vacation when you go there with kids. But like I think like a place like Myrtle Beach, yeah, it's pretty easy. They just play in the sand. I can lay there and read a book and I'm fine. You know what I
don't want
mean?
to fucking read a book either. I want to go get bombed.
Well, that's well then if that's like your idea of vacationing, then no,
Oh, yes.
you don't want your kids with you. That is not a good sign.
No wonder I look around at all the families on the beach and I'm just standing there with a fucking twisted tea in my hand with my stomach hanging out over my swimsuit like with this angry bitch face on my noggin. I'm so fucking glad that's not me over there.
There was a stage where the kids wanted to go swimming in the ocean and they weren't able to be unsupervised, and that was the worst. But
yeah, that's scary. Like the riptide, and then you know, as they get older, they want to go out farther, and it's you know, those parents that put their kids in like puddle jumpers and shit in the ocean. You're an idiot. Don't do that. It's really bad.
Throw those little fuckers right in the riptide. Look, you gotta learn sometime. You get caught in this by yourself. You know.
We were at Dewey Beach one time with a friend's family, and I was watching AJ and one of their kids, and this wave knocked all of us over, and then the kid that I was watching, water went right in his mouth, and he threw up like right next to me. But I'm getting knocked over by this wave, and I'm just rolling. Like I can't stand on my feet. I'm like, my kids are gonna die. This kid just threw up, and this is how I'm gonna die because all the lifeguards are 17-year-old college girls that are like just disgusted at me. Like, let him roll out.
Let him drown.
Like, and even if they wanted to save me, it would take 7 of them to try to pull me in. It's like, this is how I die right here.
Well, did you ever see those kids in those like puddle jumpers in the ocean?
Yeah.
It's so dumb because they float. So like the kids are sitting there floating, and when we were in Myrtle Beach, there was like kid was probably 4 or 5. And the mom was there, and the kid was sitting, and he was deep enough though, where he was like floating in a sitting position.
Yeah.
And then the riptide came, and the kid got pulled out, and it was like a big thing. People were running off the beach to grab the kid. And it was because that you can float in those vests, yes, but you also float away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're not solid on the ground. So that's dumb. Don't do that. You're dumb.
We've talked way too much about family and kids this episode. We're gonna ruin it.
Sorry.
For grumpy people that hate everything. We shot our first skit with the Wild Kitties right before I left. It's going to come out funny.
I think it's going to be really funny. It's going to be really.
They're great on camera. I don't care. They were hard on themselves, but they're naturals.
Not only are they great on camera, they're just great. I kind of love them both. They're amazing, amazing women. I really like them both a lot.
And it was Allison's big screen, I should say, small screen debut.
Yes, it was.
She did pretty good.
She was the star of the show for sure.
Right. The other thing I have here I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys actually read the outline before we started this. I'm guessing not.
Oh, I did.
Oh, did you? Okay. What do you? So I want to get your opinion on what you think of this possible new game that we can do, where since me and Mounts are both currently since me and Mounts are both currently single, and that might not ever happen again. We don't know, or it might be for the rest of our lives. That's
probably
one or the other.
Those options are 1-2 in the race. What if we play this game? We do it. It doesn't have to be every week, but maybe once in a while we throw it in there as a filler. But Leah gives us a pickup line on the show, and then Mounts and I have to use that pickup line throughout the week on unsuspecting women and record the interaction.
I love that so much.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Would you be up for that, Mounts?
Yeah.
Awesome.
100%.
So where are you using it? Just anywhere?
We have to use it. Yeah, we can use it anywhere.
Okay.
We could use it online dating. We can use it at the grocery store, at a bar.
Okay.
I
I
have
wouldn't use it at a school.
right. I have a never-ending stream of women at my job that I can use it on. So
8-year-old patients.
no, like the nurses in the cafeteria.
Okay. All
It'll be
right.
good.
But also 80-year-old patients.
Of course, 80 years. Yeah.
I mean, they're in there too. So by the end of the show, Leah, I want you to think of a pickup line. We'll give it a try, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Let's see how it works out.
I think that's gonna be fun.
Workshop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really working out. Maybe we can make it a competition, like the most, whoever gets laid the most.
Off that one ticket, that one pickup line.
We're gonna exactly. We're gonna you have to bring the receipts. You have to have that recording of you using that line and some other way to prove it. But we're setting the bar high here. No phone. We don't care if you get a phone number or not. No, you actually have to get laid.
Not with this mustache.
Oh, with that mustache. So yeah, we'll give it a try and see how that works. I think it's going to be hilarious. Mounts and I are the king of being rejected. So why not throw a couple pickup lines out there?
Okay, I think good. I have one.
You already have one? I mean, you don't really understand show business so well. Like that was going to be the hook that keeps people listening until the end of the episode. But now that they know you already have one, okay. The audience would be in on the scam here, and they'll stop listening. So all right, so just give it to us. What's the?
Well, you can. There's this little thing called editing. And you can edit it out if you want me to do it later.
No, I don't know. I don't like to lie to my audience.
Okay, ready? Okay, I'm here. What are your other 2 wishes?
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Can you text that to the BIP group?
Yes, I can.
I don't have a pen right now. I'm still disheveled.
Okay, I will do that for you.
I'm already thinking of ways I can use this.
Are you really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It might be the cheesiest one I've ever heard.
Yeah. I mean, this is something we could do forever. There's so many good ones. Maybe we will do this every week. I don't know.
I think we should.
We're already going to be 2 hours already.
Yeah.
It'll have to be a once in a while, I think. Once in a while thing. So. All right, great. We have a new game. I think it's going to be hilarious. Can't wait. So we have a really, it's an average show today because that was the bulk of it. Now we're just going to review. We're going to do Amazon reviews. We haven't done this in a while. So we're going to do Amazon reviews. And I've chosen the very, very basic clear plastic straw. Now, what do you guys think of this choice?
It's amazing.
I really was like, there's no way that there's actual reviews for this. That was my response. Like, no way.
On the contrary, there's 129 ratings.
I assumed it was going to be amazing after the ice trays.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So the people that take the time to review these are going to be amazing.
Right. So let's take a quick break, even though we don't have any fucking sponsors. Quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to read the ratings on Amazon of disposable drinking straws. And we're back. How did you guys enjoy your break? What did you do?
Oh, I took a sip of soda.
Mm-hmm.
Diet soda.
I read an Amazon.
No, we'll bleep it out. What's the brand soda, Mounts?
Pepsi Zero.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, gross.
You don't like that?
No.
But I guess with the diabetes, you have to pick and choose your sugar.
I like the Pepsi Zero.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
It allows me to keep my toes.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, you have to figure out what's more important, man. Sugar, or your fucking toes.
Right. Toes won this one.
You're trying to set the Guinness Book of World Records for youngest man to lose his toes to type 2 diabetes.
I'm going to look that up. That could be my claim to fame.
Maybe that can be our hook. You can save that till the end of the show. That can be what you learned. Okay, so let's talk about our straws here. Have you clicked on the link? Are you on the?
I'm there.
Okay, I'm there.
So here we have it's called disposable drinking straws -7 3/4. I'm assuming that's the length in inches. Yep, there it is, inches long. This is apparently a standard size. They're clear, and there's 252 a pack. $5.99 is the price. It's Amazon Prime. It falls under that umbrella, and it's free returns.
Oh.
So you can return the straws.
Oh.
They are in stock. Oh, you can pick a color. I did not even realize that. It's black.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Blue, green.
Green. Wait till you look through some of those, because I was looking through all the colors, and some of them won't let you return them.
Oh.
Which is a hotbed of. And the green was more like aquamarine.
Okay.
And the woman needed it for a party, so they just went right in the trash.
Oh, you're already getting to the reviews. Okay, so let's scroll down here. Oh, and they give you some frequently bought together. Also, drum roll please. Medium and large size plastic cups, also clear. If you package them all together, the price would be $45.93.
Oh my god!
But that's for 100 sets of plastic cups with flat lids. It's pretty good.
I guess, yeah, with the lid, I guess it's a good deal.
So, as we move down here, getting to the reviews here, there are overwhelmingly 79% 5-star reviews. We have a couple 4-star reviews, we have a couple 3-star reviews, and we have very little 1-star reviews. That's 3%. All right. So let's start with the 5-star reviews. You want to go? We want to do like we did last time, and just take turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to start off with the very first one. Pen name. The name is Pen Name. PENNAME. And he or she writes, well, first of all, it's 5 stars, not paper straws. I mean, the bar is not set that high with these things, folks. I just want you to So the fact that he ordered these straws, these plastic straws, as they are clearly labeled, and didn't get paper is why he gave this a 5-star review. The whole review is it's a straw and it not paper. That's it. Mounts, you want to take the next one?
Yeah. I don't know if your computer does this. It has the top positive review.
No.
From William. It's a 4-star review, so I'm going to save it. But
yeah, it's my favorite one too. Yeah. You have to do it. It's hilarious.
You know which one?
I'll allow
it. Great for hippie states. William says, "I love to feed mine to turtles in hippie states." And 15 people found that review helpful.
I like that one.
And even Amazon considered that the top, like a top review.
That's their top review on my computer.
Jeff Bezos likes to do the same thing.
He just feeds them turtles.
Right. Just to own the libs.
Got him.
All right, Leah, you're up.
Okay. Jae, gave a 5-star review, and she said, "Good for crafts." This is a long one, and this
can we just stop there just for a second? I don't mean to interrupt you, but just by Jay's thumbnail picture there, does he look like someone who would do a lot of crafts?
Yes, loves crafting.
He's definitely a crafty guy. And this was on October 12th of 2019. In all caps, was used for crafts, not for drinking. Durable, sturdy, and crystal clear. Great for crafts. Size typical of standard fast food small straws. Great quantity for cost. Had no chemical plastic smell. Was not used for drinking, but see no reason they wouldn't work just fine.
So first thoughts here is Jay. Jay competed in a women's 5K marathon. He works out at Curves, and he smells like a meadow.
Let me tell you, Jay reviewed 120 items.
Were they all craft related?
He reviewed a Barbie doll, Barbie made to move doll.
All right, now Jay, you're starting to show your true colors here.
A belt, a skinny belt, some polo. Polo read by Ralph Lauren. He said I've had more than a few compliments on this scent. I even put it on just because I like it myself. It's warm and relaxing.
I love how this is only the second time doing this bit, and we've all kind of like fallen into our roles. Like, I just want to read the comments. Mounts loves doing like a deep dive into these fuckers. He gets like a whole psychological profile on them based on the things and items they've reviewed.
His comment on his profiles: I like things and stuff in no particular order.
How many murders do you think Jay is responsible for?
I haven't seen all his things, but I'm sure there's a shovel there somewhere.
We also have a 5-star. Oh, go ahead, Leah.
No, never mind. It's about Jay. Keep going.
Okay, great. We have Elizabeth Seekford giving the straws a 5-star review. This is titled "Quick Delivery." So Amazon tells you when it's going to be there, like to the minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're never wrong.
They're not.
So Elizabeth says, "I'm going to make honey straws for a baby shower." So here's what I want to know. First off, if you are going to make the honey straws, how do you know that they're good? How do you know they worked to make these honey straws? Right? That's my first question. So how are you giving us 5 stars? They could have been horrible. Right? And my second question is, what the fuck is a honey straw?
Yeah, that was my first question. I don't know what a honey straw is. But I think
there's another review about honey straws.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
There's 2.
Right.
How do we not know what honey straw is here? How are we the only ones, apparently?
I'm on it. I will find out in a second.
All right, Mounts. So you go ahead with yours.
All right. I have one quick one and then another one that I liked a whole lot. Nancy Pittman.
Are you just going to change the rules?
Well, I can. All right. I'll do
both. Come back.
All right. This is a 5-star review. Strong. Nancy Pittman. I'm a granddaughter. I have 8 wonderful grandchildren. Really enjoy shopping on Amazon. 5-star strong, and her review just says strong. But she's a granddaughter, 8 wonderful grandchildren, and loves shopping on Amazon.
Shopping?
Yeah. She's very terrible at spelling. But yeah, let me see. Here's the other one. Let's see. Adam Y, 5-star review, great item. This item is fantastic. It fits perfectly in my nose.
That's not what they're supposed to do, Adam. Do you think that's the Adam we know? Yeah.
I definitely think it's him. Yeah. It's gotta be.
Why?
All right, Leah, do you have one for us?
I will have one for you, but I would like to let everyone know what honey straws are, in case you're wondering. Honey sticks are convenient plastic straws filled with gourmet flavored honey, also known as honey straws and honey sticks. They provide a great source of energy. Honey sticks are a healthy snack option full of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Honey helps to boost your immune system. So
A moon
basically,
system.
immune system. um, basically, she's just filling up plastic straws with honey. That's what she's doing.
So she already knows they're going to work for that.
I guess so.
Okay, what's your review?
A 5-star review from. Did you just do?
I hate that. I hate that I know what a honey straw is now.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin that for you, but I had to know. I mean, didn't you have to know?
No.
I had to know. So 5-star from Texas Mom, I guess it would be, or TX's Mom.
I was just reading that one.
Good quality for the price. On April 5th, 2019. I like how much comes in the pack, and these straws don't have a weird flavor. None of that. Serves its purpose and high quality.
This is the bar we've set, folks. They're good quality for the price. 5 stars. Doesn't that seem like the perfect 3-star review?
It does.
They were exactly what I ordered. No better, but no worse either.
I think
the definition of 3 stars.
I think some people seem to be either, there's no middle of the road anymore. It's either horribly bad or something it's horribly good. Like, the world is just so polarized that they can't even give a 3-star review anymore. It's either 5 stars or 1 star. There's no in between.
You couldn't think of another word other than horribly to put in front of good?
I said I have a fever. Leave me alone. Not on today.
I like Alex Curtis here. 5-star, titled "They Work."
Yes.
Again, a very low bar here. These are disposable straws. I got the clear ones, and they do the trick. They are as described. I haven't individually counted them.
Yes.
But I believe I got the right amount. Comes in generic packaging, which is fine by me. Overall, happy. Will order more when I run out. Oh gosh! Again, this is like the average review. This is the average. This should be a 2.5 stars, right down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex, I don't understand how in the fuck people have 5 seconds to spend out of their lives reviewing plastic fucking straws. But to even suggest that someone might individually count them? I was feeling lazy today. I didn't I didn't count the 250 straws that came in my generic packaging that work. Mounts, you got another one for us?
If you want to skip me, I've been reading through all of Adam Y's reviews for stuff.
Are you gonna have a report on him when we get back to you?
Well, no, I just real quick. He's amazing. He reviewed elite football gloves, youth football gloves. Practically had to use a crowbar to pry my football off these amazingly sticky gloves. Then he reviewed a Shark Navigator Deluxe upright vacuum for carpets, and he says, "This vacuum sucks. I never had such an amazing product. Great performance and great value." But my favorite is the Ruby's Genie Lamp. I spent many hours rubbing the outside of this product and nothing has happened. Still a good product / value.
Wait, is he expecting a genie to pop out? I don't know.
So he has one more. Well, he has like 75 of them, but he reviews lube.
Oh
and
my
he says,
God.
amazing product. The only thing that would make it better would be to have someone to use it with.
Oh my God, that needs to be our next one. We need to do lube reviews. That's hilarious.
Mounts, I think you need to, I think this should be your first duty as the assistant vice principal of talent scouting. Track this guy down. He needs to do something in the White Horse.
I'm on it.
Find him, email him, do whatever it takes.
We can hire him just to review our shows on all of our platforms.
Do you have one for us, Leah?
I don't have any 5-star. I have a couple 1-star, if that's okay. And
there's only 3 1-star reviews, right?
That I see, and then I have a 3-star up here. If you would like to hear what a 3-star would sound like.
Yeah, do the 3-star because I think we should just each read one of the 3 1-star reviews.
All right, so PT says for 3 stars, he says cheap straws. Cheap straws bends easily. If you are looking for a cheap straw without paper, then this is good. But the packaging is lacking and durability isn't as good as I wanted. Product was not delivered to correct address, and it was a headache to find my stuff.
So you gave them the wrong address and you're blaming them.
Right, exactly.
It's the fucking straw's fault.
It's the straw's fault that they got delivered.
Does he realize he's not rating Amazon? He's rating the straws?
I don't think he realizes that, no. I think PT is not very bright.
All right, so I have 2. The first one is by Quart FX, 5-star, titled State Banned Plastic Straws, So Bought These.
What? I don't even understand what you just said. It sounded like a JVC comment. What?
Talk to text.
Yeah.
So Quart Fix writes, I live in a state that banned plastic straws. Very frustrating to be handed a paper straw that dissolves into my drinks that I pay so much for. So Quart Fix thinks that because you are paying a high price, a high dollar amount for a delicious cocktail, that the straw should be of high quality too.
Well,
Or you could just fucking drink it like a human being, like a fucking adult, without a straw.
I always use straws.
You don't have to keep the paper straw in there.
This is true.
So he goes on, or she. This sounds like a she. She goes on to write, so I bought these to take with me instead. So Quart Fix has such a hatred for small animals, sea life, that she is going to she's going to stuff a handful of plastic straws into her pocket while she gets bombed at like a fucking Chi-Chi's. She also writes, these do not come individually wrapped. Well, it clearly states that. And the price was decent for the product, and it works like normal. What? It works like normal? So you suck and the fluid comes up out of the... How else do fucking straws work? What does a straw look like working abnormally? Answer me that. It's sucking the water out of her body back into her glass. So also I have it's Michaela I think it's going to be Michaela Bonds. She gives it 5 stars.
Okay.
She thinks this is a great price. And then she writes, not sure what to write on a straw review. No negative things to say. Why did you open up the Amazon website after you received your fucking straws to point out that there's no point in writing a review about straws? Who is this? Who is her audience here?
How many people found that useful?
One person.
Oh.
And
that person's even more pathetic than her.
Let me see who it was. Oh, it just happens to be Mounts.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the 1-star reviews, and we'll each read one. All right, who wants to go first?
Let me get there. I'm at the end. The last page of 5-star reviews. There's like 6 people that say They suck. Haha. That's what they're supposed to do. 5 out of 5.
So it's a bunch of dads that got together and came up with a joke that tried to
Yeah.
sell it to Playboy, and they rejected it.
I'll go first with the 1 star. I'll read Robert Whitehead.
Okay.
1 star. Bad straws stop selling, and his review is just not like.
That's a good one.
Leah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with Tina M. Russo, and 1 star. Actually, not long enough for a 24-ounce cold cup, and that's the title. And her review is overpriced for such a small quantity of cheap straws. Very disappointed! Exclamation point.
I mean, I like, okay, so she bought that. She obviously bought the combo pack that they like. Other people often buy these along with the straws. She fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Right.
And the big cups, I'm guessing, did not fit with the straw.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. I know that sucks. Again, you're not rating Amazon.
You're rating the straw itself.
The straws, did they work? Does it say on the box that this is ideal for a 24-ounce cold cup? She's very disappointed, though. This ruined one of the few days we have on this earth as human beings. This ruined it.
Robert Whitehead reviewed a charger, a wireless Apple charger. iVolx wireless charger but then it says charging Samsung Galaxy. Not happy, it not work.
Oh my god. Does he not know what a preposition is?
I think so. But he did also reviewed a simple houseware dual bar adjustable garment rack. Sturdiest, spelled it wrong. Holds my clothes easily and don't fall.
See? He doesn't know what a preposition is.
And he also bought Staples and a 3-pack and works like.
He's just getting right to the point. I actually like him. I like Whitehead.
Yeah. And he
bought
bought
drinking the whole fucking paragraph.
Summit water bottle with straw lid. Drinking water. I love it. But he only gave it 4 stars.
This guy is speaking my language. All right, I'm going to read the last 1-star review here by Aldenage. Sounds like a Star Wars character. So he gives it 1 star. It's titled "Flimsy, Poorly Packaged Straws." Came in a package that was not sealed, just a folder over bag with sticky adhesive. That sounds like it was sealed at one point. Not what you want for disposable unwrapped straws. Very flimsy and shorter than I had thought. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club, Alden and Aj.
How does Alden know it's what I want? Not what you want. How does he know what I want for disposable straws? Maybe it's exactly what I want.
Well, you'll be happy to know that Aldenage reviewed a makeup wipe, and it was the worst makeup wipe he's ever bought. Unacceptable. I was absolutely disgusted with these makeup sponges. First of all, the seller must have taken a bulk pack and split it up. I ordered in a mesh bag. This means they touched every sponge. In addition, they smelled like skunk. Outrageous price for horrible product.
I think Aldi here was trying to overcompensate for something when he talks about it being flimsy, unwrapped, shorter than he had thought. Welcome to the club, Aldi. Mine's shorter than I thought too. I live with that reality every day. I would bet you that if we really did a deep dive into Alda Naj, I'm pretty sure that he would probably hold the Amazon record for number of 1-star reviews. He does not strike me as someone that likes a lot of things.
I wonder if there are like Amazon trolls. I'll bet you there's people. Yeah, that's literally all they do is they go on the internet and just rate shit. Just even if they didn't buy it, they give it a 1-star review just to troll. Like, there's probably one person at least on the planet that like has attempted to give a 1-star review to everything that's sold on Amazon. Like, I'll bet you there is a person out there that does that.
You would be disappointed because Aldenage reviewed 5 things, and 3 of them got 5-star reviews. He reviewed a sleeping bag. It was such a nice sleeping bag, great quality for the price, perfect for camp, sleepovers, and such. And he also reviewed a lightweight shower with great settings, a shower head. Love the various settings. There are 2 stronger settings that are nice for rinsing hair, and lightweight and great unit for the price.
So
I rinse my hair with the same fucking shower head setting my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
How's there? Oh, never mind. I don't even want to know the answer to that question. Why don't we take a break for our sponsors or lack thereof, and we'll come right back and finish the show because I still have a bed to put together. Okay, we're back. We let's talk about what we learned. Why don't we start with? I want to start with Leah. Leah should have learned a lot. Let's see what she actually did learn.
Well, we already discussed that I learned that Florida is in the same time zone as Pennsylvania, which I still don't believe. I'm still not sure I believe all you guys on this, but okay.
It's possible. It's possible that
conspiracy.
The Panhandle might be in a different time zone. I don't know how far over it goes.
Yeah, I mean, that would be.
Is that Panama City is there, isn't it? It's Panama City, Florida, and the Panhandle.
You're the geographist.
Well, the only reason I know that I think that is we actually lived there for a summer when I was a kid, and I think that's why it's an hour behind. So if Mounts is right, that's why I thought the whole state was an hour behind. But yeah, we lived there for a summer. My dad did a Battle of the Bands. It was some kind of weird thing in the 80s that he did. And we lived there for a whole summer. It was pretty cool. There was a shark attack when I was there.
So you just thought that Orlando was like right next to where you lived for a summer as a kid?
No, not necessarily. But, you know, if I figured if one part of the state was an hour behind the whole state.
Even if 1 inch of Florida was in a different time zone, you thought that it had to be that way for the entire state.
Yeah, I just assumed.
Right, because how could they possibly operate?
Well, it's a state. Like we don't have a different time zone than Pittsburgh because we're in one state. Are there states?
No, that's not. That's not the reason why we're not in a different time zone.
No, I know that.
State.
I know that. It's like science and the sun and shit. That's why we're in different time zones. That I get.
That's a much better explanation, yeah. We're not in a different time zone because red is a color.
Because we went on vacation to Tennessee, and they definitely have 2 different time zones in Tennessee.
Yeah, right. And that's only one state, right? And as far as
right.
I know, unless something's changed.
All right.
Tennessee is only one state, correct?
Right. To be fair, there's a bunch of states on the line. And Florida, there's a Central Standard Time Zone, like the very edge of the Panhandle. Now, I don't know what cities are there, but.
Boo. Yeah. See, I was not totally wrong.
Well, no, in my opinion, it's worse because you think that just because a portion of a state is in a different time zone, you think that the rest of the state has to comply, even if it's not in the same time zone.
Well, my point is, like, okay, the reason, like, the sun's not up in Pittsburgh.
What if the governor crosses that line? He will be incinerated and chaos.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, like, okay, like when it's 8 o'clock at night and the sun is down in Wilkes-Barre, it's the same in Pittsburgh, right? So you would think that would be in every state. It would be the same. Like you're in one state, you're not far enough away.
What are you talking about?
Panama City is in the central time zone, so she was an hour behind.
Yeah, see, I was an hour behind.
And
but I'm talking about.
She never caught up.
But what I'm trying to explain is that, like, I don't know, forget it. You don't get it.
You are making this worse for yourself.
I am not. Why do we have time zones? Explain to me why we have time zones. Exactly.
That's not what's up for debate here.
That's the liberal media controlling our minds.
What we are worried and concerned about here is that you think that because a state is in one specific time zone that that's what it has to be.
No, that's not necessarily what I'm saying. That's not necessarily what I'm saying.
What you are trying to explain is so dumb that I can't even get to that level.
Okay, it's not dumb. It is not dumb at all. So, like right now in Arizona, they're 5 hours behind us. Okay, because
how do you know that and not how
Arizona?
Because my sister lives there and my niece.
2 hours behind,
or 3 hours behind, and 2 hours behind. It depends on the. They don't do daylight savings in Arizona. They don't do it. Period. So. They're either an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours behind.
Now, is that the whole state of Arizona that doesn't do daylight savings? Or just...
I don't know. I just know where in Tempe, they do not. In Tempe, Arizona, they don't. That I know. That's all I know. But like it's dark here. It's nighttime here because we're not in the same part. Like the sun is in different areas, right? But the sun isn't. When the sun's up in Pittsburgh, it's also up in Philly. So, like, the time zones don't need to be different.
Listen, folks, this was not part of the outline. I apologize. You went on a ride, and we did not have seatbelts prepared.
And also, Arizona does not follow daylight savings except for the Navajo Nation.
See? I was right.
That's crazy. How does one state decide not to follow that?
I would be very surprised if half of the people that listen to this show did not just commit suicide.
There's not that many, so I don't feel that bad about it.
Every life is a miracle, Leah. You know. Especially a PIP life. We need all of you.
Yeah, we do need them all. If
you want to skip past this part, I will tell you at about what time it happened so that you can skip past it because it is going to take a special type of person to decode what the fuck just happened.
In my brain, it makes perfect sense right now.
So that 20-minute rant was what Leah learned today, and I still can't pinpoint what she learned. So let's just let's go over to Mounts. Mounts, what the fuck did you learn?
Oh my god. Well, so I learned
whatever I learned, I unlearned.
Well, it's funny because I was looking at how the youngest person to get their toes amputated.
Oh, right. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Diabetes. But there's nothing there. But I did find out that once you have your toes amputated, 50% of people die within a year.
That's crazy. My grandmother had her toe amputated and then died like 8 months afterwards.
Is there any sort of like research to even suggest a correlation here, or is it just a weird coincidence?
There's studies. I would have to look deeper into.
That's a broad statement that those studies could be being done by Leah, and
that's true.
Based on what we just heard.
I am not doing any studies.
I spent too much diving into the Amazon reviews. I'll have to look at who did these studies, but
right. Because I don't want, if you're going to lose your toes, I don't want you to die next year.
No, I'll be all right. I did also learn that there's a 3-year-old that became the youngest person in the world to be diagnosed with type 2 diabetes.
How is that even
Oh my
possible? How
God.
much does that kid weigh?
Yeah.
Let me look.
And is that Whitehead from the
It could
Amazon
be.
reviews?
Oh my God. It doesn't even tell how much he weighed. It just goes on to explain how it's incredible because
like for me, look, if it's bad genes, that sucks. But
That's not bad
if
genes.
if that kid weighs like 450 pounds, those parents should be in jail.
That's what I was just going to ask. Do you think that's child abuse?
At 100%.
I do too. I think kids that are obese, it's 100%.
Maybe not 20 years ago or 30 years ago, but we just have access to way too much knowledge and understanding of how important diet is. If you can't at least try to do that for your kids, or if you're just that much of an enabler.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what would we do if a 2-year-old kid got addicted to heroin, and we found out the parents were buying it for him?
I feel that exact same way about it. That's exactly how I feel. It's absolutely abuse. You're endangering your child. Same too for those like wackadoodles that like Christian scientists that don't believe in medicine, or non-vaxxers that for religious reasons. That should be outlawed. You should, if your kid is sick, like if your kid gets cancer, you should have to treat it. And if you don't treat it, CPS should take your kids away.
And especially if the kid is so young that it doesn't even know if it wants to be some religious fucking freak.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's absolutely abuse. And it's not. In tons of states, I think in the majority, it absolutely positively is not abuse. It's not considered abuse. That you have the right to parent the way you want to parent. So if you don't believe in science and if you want to give your kid, ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you can do that, even if it's, harming them. And I think that's child abuse. That needs to change.
Well, this 3-year-old weighed 80 pounds.
Okay, maybe it was bad genes.
The average weight
of a 3-year-old. Oh my God,
is 30 pounds. 30 pounds.
Yeah, it was 50 pounds overweight.
I mean, to be fair, I weighed 80 pounds as a 3-year-old.
I doubt it.
I was born. I weighed 23 pounds, 6 ounces, and I was, I was a wide fucker.
Yeah,
I was like a bowling ball. They said. So what I learned a very disturbing thing today. I feel like the final episode of the year for all the podcasts, we should get together and just make sure that everybody that we hired at White Horse, talent, all the VPs, all the CEOs, COOs, need to take the test for the GED.
Oh God, no.
Just to make sure that we are operating on a basic knowledge of how life works and where things are.
No, I think the GED test is actually really hard. They say it's harder than getting a actual high school degree. It's actually really hard.
Or maybe we can just go back through the seasons of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and just read off the questions and see if we can answer them.
I would never be able to. I can guarantee you I wouldn't. Again, I went to Catholic school.
You're not making your case here. Okay.
No, I don't.
That would be hilarious content for us all to do this.
Right. Oh yeah. Here I am giving Leah shit. I would fail myself.
Yeah, you would.
So let's go to the burning question. We talked a lot about families and vacations today. Way too much for my liking. So I have a question to kind of just even this out a little bit. Okay, so today's burning question, and we're going to post this on our social media. Make sure you go and answer it for yourself. I'm really curious because I have an answer. I know I'm going to look like an asshole here. The question is, if a shark was about to eat you while you're swimming in the ocean, would you throw someone else's kid in the way of that shark to save yourself.
To save myself or my child?
To save yourself.
No.
Okay. So you would not. You're of the mindset that you have already lived long enough. It is time for this other child to get a chance at life, and you're going to just let the shark eat you, and you're going to let that kid live, even though you've never met this fucking kid in your entire life.
Yes, I would not. I don't think I'd be able to throw anyone in front of a shark. I wouldn't be able to take another person's life.
Hitler?
Do I know he's Hitler? Like, I know it's Adolf Hitler?
Oh, it's clearly Hitler.
Oh, yeah, of course I would throw him. Of course I would.
Okay.
That's different. But, like, no, I wouldn't be able to, I don't think.
JVC?
No, I wouldn't. But if it were one of my kids about to be eaten by a shark, yeah, I would throw anybody in front of it.
Okay. Well, that wasn't the question.
I know it wasn't. But that was my answer.
Mounds, what about you?
It's a struggle. I don't think I could, but I also I'm trained from watching Shark Week that I would just punch the shark right in its nose and save everybody.
Ah.
I hear that's a fucking myth, man. I don't.
Do you remember at?
I mean,
Joanna's...
I know you punch hard, but
I don't know. I've never, probably not. I just remember at sitting around at somewhere watching Shark Week, and they had this like animated shark, and the guy was in the water with it, and he punched it in the nose, and it swam away. But it was obviously not real.
You know, Shark Week has been basically exposed. It's a scam. They replay the same shit over and over again. None of it's like scientifically accurate, the shit that they're saying, or at least most of it. So I stopped watching Shark Week. It used to be one of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't watch it either.
True or not, I lost the interest. It worked.
I gave up after Sharknado 2. I was done.
And movies like that are intentionally bad, it's not funny. You have to really be good at what you're doing in order to make that funny. It's the movies that are supposed to, they tried really hard and failed miserably those are the funny ones, the bad ones. When you purposely make a B movie that blows, it's not funny. You're trying too hard.
I'm not sure the first one was meant to be.
Well, I don't think we'll ever know.
Bad.
No one seems to have an answer on that.
Yeah, I think it was meant to be pretty serious. I mean, you could tell by Steve Sanders and Tara Reid's performance. They were working.
If you really want the worst fail of a movie ever, it's Troll 2. Troll 2. They brought everything they had to try and make this movie great, and it was the worst failure in the history of movies.
I don't think I ever knew there was a Troll 1, let alone Troll 2. What's it about?
Yeah.
You just have to watch it. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with trolls. It was intended to be a horror movie. It is not. There's nothing horrific about it.
Okay, I hope to watch it.
It's the greatest thing. I've seen it at least 500 times.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's great sober. It's great drunk. It's great high. It is. I'm telling you, it's the greatest thing ever. So now for me to answer the burning question, I think you already know it's coming, but I'm going to emphasize this as much as I can. I would, without a doubt, throw another kid and someone else's kid in front of a shark to save my own ass.
Oh, of course you would.
And I wouldn't even feel guilty about it.
I think you would.
I mean, I'd feel terrible for the parents, but I wouldn't feel like I did anything wrong.
I really think Jeff would he wouldn't go through with it, but I think for a split second he would consider throwing Alex in front of it to save his own life. For a split second.
Look, these people that say, I've lived long enough, why can't it be me? Fuck you.
Yeah, no, I don't think
so full of shit. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think like that. No, I don't want to fucking die. And I am going to do everything to fight doing so. But I don't know that I could take another life in order to save my own.
It would be instinct. It's not me taking the life, it's the fucking shark. You let your fucking kid in the ocean with these apex predators, the most powerful creatures of the sea, and he or she can't fend for himself. That's your fucking problem. You're the terrible parent. You let him in the ocean.
But
I'm in there. I'm not in there to save your fucking kid's life.
No, but you're in there and putting your own life in risk too. So,
but that's my choice, and
right, and your choice.
And I have the option to throw your fucking kid in front of the shark's mouth so that I can survive. I'm prepared. I've thought about this ahead of time. I'm not going down. Look, it's the old saying. You don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun the other guy running from the bear.
Yeah, you don't have to be faster than the attacker.
I am very well aware that I am not the fastest guy on the planet. I will do whatever it takes.
You just have to be faster than the next guy.
Or craftier.
Or smarter.
A stronger mind, which is why we have to upgrade the education level here at Whitehorse. So that I can be challenged at times. So that I'm not the only mastermind behind this. I'm not thinking 12 steps ahead. maybe only 4 steps. All right, let's go to things that piss us off. Mounts, what pisses you off? You always do this. You always do this like sinister laugh.
No, I just like literally the only thing I've been doing is working lately, and the thing that pisses me off is the same guy that I bitch about every time. So I'm trying to think of something new.
There's one person that does things that piss Bounce off in the entire world.
Dude,
and,
it's
the one guy that he gets stuck working with every day.
It's like the perfect job. I love it. I love everything about it. And then I work one shift with this guy. Like I went a week and a half without seeing him, and it was wonderful. And then I see him tonight, and he's like the worst. My plan is to throw my new friend that is 99% sure going to get hired there. I'm going to throw him to him so he leaves me alone.
You're throwing your friend in front of the shark.
Yeah, he's the shark.
Right. I knew it was bullshit. Anybody who says that they wouldn't throw someone else's kid is a fucking lie.
I mean, I guess it depends on the size of the kid, because if it's a small kid, the shark's just going to swallow it whole and eat me anyway.
That's a good point, Matt.
So you're saying, why put forth the effort?
Right. Like, if it's a fat kid, absolutely.
Right. But it'll take a while to, all right.
Anyway.
What if it was a T-Rex?
Oh, man, there's no fucking with a T-Rex.
I'd still throw someone in front of him.
Yeah, I would try.
And then I'd freeze, because as we all know, their sight is based on movement.
You know what?
Ladies and gentlemen, is fucking science.
Do you know what pisses me off? This is what pisses me off.
Okay.
So, I follow this Facebook group. It's like meme church of memes or something like that, and you have to answer questions to get into it. And they had, this is what a gay dinosaur sounds like, and it's like that epic scene from Jurassic Park where the T-Rex stands up and looks around and he roars, but it's like, hey.
That's hilarious.
And I can't share it. Won't let me share it. But then I was like thinking of people that would get offended by that. Right. And I was like, and that pisses me off, that like people can't take jokes like that. And
yeah.
I think that the only reason I saw that was because a gay person showed that to me.
I was like, I was just waiting, and then like the epic Jurassic Park music's playing, and he.
Hey, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man, the internet's good for so many things. Do you remember Tucker, our friend Tucker?
Yeah.
He was just like he understood how the internet, like the way the internet is today, Tucker had the internet for him set up already, where he was watching videos, he was like finding these memes, like 15 years before any of us were. It was great.
Yeah.
But do you remember he sent around this it was this link? It was so funny. It was just a picture of like a race car, like an Indy car, and the title was just "Try Not to Laugh." And then it started playing this audio, and it was clearly just a guy going.
I've seen that.
It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But you cannot not laugh. You can't. Yeah. It's impossible. Like, oh my god, this is so annoying. But within 30 seconds, the tears are coming down. From your eye. We'll have to find that and see if we can post it. Yeah. I did he sent. It was so long ago. He sent it at least 15 years, if not longer, maybe 20 years ago. He was sending that out. I found it like 10 years ago, and I'm so pissed I didn't save it. I just wanted to see if it was still out there.
I'm sure it's still there.
It is. The internet, especially back then, there was no way to erase shit. So
yeah.
So whoever made that, if you are listening to this, I hope you are. Please reach out. I would love to have you on the show. So that definitely didn't piss me off. Here's what does piss me off. Why can't I bring my dog everywhere?
That's so true. That's a good point.
Like, most states have open carry laws. Like, you can bring a gun anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just about. Like, even in the quote-unquote no-gun zone, how are they going to know if it's concealed? Why can't I bring my fucking dog?
You can. You just have to conceal her.
Right. Just put her in a backpack. It's, like, shaped like her, so it's, like, very clear that I have a dog in there. I'm trying to be, like, inconspicuous. Look, no, I'm 100% serious. Like, why can't there be a license? Now, I know people are going to be like, well, you know, service dogs, things like that. I don't want it to be a service dog. I don't need a service dog. I just want to be able to bring my fucking dog to the restaurant. I want to bring my dog to the fucking store. Mm-hmm. And there should be a license that I can get. And if I'm willing to put forth the effort to train her and make sure she passes, you know, meet the qualifications, I should be able to bring her every fucking where.
Yeah, you should.
Despite what other people think.
Yeah, you're right. Because, like, you could take your kids everywhere. Like you said, you can take your kids to, like, a nice restaurant. So why can't you take your dog? You're right.
My dog is way more behaved than people's fucking kids.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. I don't know why. I guess
they're saying it's like sanitary reasons.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about sanitary when you're in a grocery store? People are picking up shit and putting it down all day. Like, it's a fucking cesspool of germs. You know, people, you know, little kids picking their nose, wiping it on fucking oranges.
Yeah. Oh, ew. I'm never going to buy an orange again.
You don't think that happens?
No, I definitely think it happens. I just don't think about it. Ew, gross.
People go into the bathroom, not washing their hands, touching the fruit.
You just piss me off.
This shit happens, but you know what my dog's not doing? She's not picking her nose.
No.
She's not touching everything.
She is licking her butt.
Yeah, but she's not touching the oranges.
That's true. That's true.
Your kid is licking his asshole and touching it.
It's absolutely true.
It just doesn't make any sense. And I get it. Like, again, there should be some sort of regulation here because everybody you talk to, their dog is well behaved. They're not. It's the same with people and their kids. They're not. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if you are willing to put your dog through the test and pass, there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to.
Agreed.
I agree.
Now, I will say this. Since I've had Allison, everywhere I do have to go for the day, I call beforehand. This is going to make me sound pathetic. I call beforehand, and I'm like, are you guys dog friendly? And most of them are like, I don't know. No one's ever asked. And then they ask, and they're like, yeah, sure, bring her in.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I think the wave, the tide is changing, if you will.
Yeah,
And it might bring a shark. You might have to throw somebody else's kid in front of it, but it's changing.
There's definitely like more acceptance. People are choosing to have pets over children, like our generation.
Right.
A lot of them. And I think the world needs to accommodate that. The pets are more like family than they were when we were growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. And, it's, well, first of all, you make yourself pet friendly. You open up your world because I tell you what, especially, people working that own pets, you're away 8 hours.
Yeah.
You're not going to come home, say hi, and then go out to dinner. You're just going to stay in, or you're going to get to go.
Exactly.
Now you can come back, pick up your pet. Instead of the normal walk, you take them to dinner with you. It's something different. It's easy. You're stupid if you're a business and you're not pet friendly.
I agree. They should be.
And I don't care that there's a potential that they're going to bite someone's brat kids. It's usually the brat kids that are at fault. Poking it in the eyes, sticking their finger up the fucking butthole. I'll never forget where I was. It could have been one of my cousins. I was young too, so the details are foggy. But the one that isn't is I watched a toddler or a kid that was just starting to walk. The parent was not looking. Cell phones didn't exist back then, so that couldn't have been the excuse. This kid fucking walked up to a cat, put its finger in the cat's butt, and pulled out a turd.
Oh, ew! Shut up! No way.
Look, it is maybe it was a dream that just felt so real. I remember it clear as day, and I'm like, and then I would just remember looking at the parent, and the parent didn't even give a shit.
Oh, ew! Oh my god. Plus, just like, ow! Like that's cruel and ugh. Stop your kids from doing shit like that. Ew.
Talking.
Mouse enjoyed that the most. Okay, let's do our plugs and get out of here because we are, believe it or not, under 2 hours recording time.
Yeah, doing good.
Yay!
We are doing a bang up job. We're at 1 hour and 28 minutes right now, and we have about 5 or 6 minutes to cut out in between because we were that perfect today. Yeah.
Yeah, we're beautiful.
Really, it's to the point. Really,
and I still don't have anything to plug, so.
And now we're ruining it all. We're ruining it all right now. All right, so what do you got, Mounts?
A whole lot of nothing.
No. Since we came back for the new year, I just remembered I have to fucking edit this tonight. Has AJ's YouTube subscription base come back since we came back for the new year?
No, well, I'll have to check. I haven't really been pushing it. He hasn't been making videos. He's kind of slacking on that, too. So
Not good.
I'll have to kick his ace.
Tell him if he wants to be part of the White Horse media team someday, he needs to produce.
He's got to put that content out.
Right. Like one of those China kids. They work for free, and they with a smile on their face.
Well, if all five,
so do we.
If all 5 subscribers to our show that are listening, check out Greek AJ Plays for old videos.
Nothing new.
I don't know when the last time he put one out was.
Leah, what do you got to plug?
Same stuff. Just Moms and Mayhem on social media. Go like us. Listen to the show if you want. That's all. I don't feel good.
Leah would like to plug NyQuil, not a sponsor.
No, I have like a stomach thing. If I took NyQuil, I'd barf all over.
So I just want to take a second and ask all of you that are listening, and not just do it for us, do it for, if not for us, your other favorite show, or a favorite show that you have within the White Horse Network, which is currently 3. So there's a 33% chance it could be us. Listen, do it for all of us. Do it for one of the shows, whichever one is your favorite. I don't care. Go over to iTunes, rate us, leave a little message. If we like your message, if it's funny, maybe we'll read it on air. I don't know. Just do it. It really helps the shows, and it takes a couple seconds. Also, yeah, you can find us on our social medias, of course. It's starting to get more active all the way across the board. Facebook, Instagram. We have not really been active on Twitter, but go like it anyway. I want to get that. I want to get that blue check mark by 2045.
Yeah, that's our goal.
We are currently off that page. Get it back up. The other thing I'd like to plug is our good friend Andrea Speck, her podcast, the Reeled In Podcast. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes. She's really, really smart. She's really, really funny. She's a really good interviewer. She's helping us out on The Ever-Evolving Truth for a couple of our seasons, and I got to sit in and just listen to her interview somebody today, and she was masterful. So I have, I'm guilty, but I have not gotten a chance to go back through all of the episodes yet. There's plenty of content there, but check her out, Reeled In Podcast. Andrea Speck and Andrea Smith, I believe, is the other host.
Yes,
really funny, and they have really interesting guests.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of local guests, but still, like they talked about the reason I bring in this plug up now is they talked to a DA, their local DA, about the specifics of a case like JVC, his opinion, how it would go, how it would work, and it's fascinating. Now, it's no guarantee the way that our DA is going to take it, but it was just a fascinating conversation, and it's coming from someone who actually knows the law, not from JVC's fucking Instagram or Twitter, So he wasn't. He didn't say she was going to go to jail or anything like that. He just simply gave you a really good insight to how the process works. Go ahead, Bounce. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I listened to that episode, and now I was talking to her, and I was like, great, I have to go back and listen to every interview she did, because that one was really good.
It was. She is really talented. I really like her.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't on the episode that Jeff and Robin were on. She was in New Orleans. Is that right? She was stuck in the airport?
No, that was other Andrea. That was her other host. Andrea Speck was there.
Oh, wow. I have their voices confused. Okay.
But yeah, they recently had Robin and myself on. That was a good episode. That was we bring the curse of just going way over 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at all their episodes, they're anywhere under an hour. A lot of them are an hour and a half, hour and 45, and then the episode that Robin and I were on, 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. We like to talk about White Horse.
we love to hear the sound of our own voices. It has nothing to do with the audience. We don't give a shit about who's listening.
No, we don't.
We have this conversation, we edited it up a little bit, and then we listen to our own episodes like fucking vain pieces of shit.
I was just going to ask, do you guys listen to your own episodes?
No.
Yes. You don't listen, Mouse?
I don't either.
That's the one fucking requirement to work at this place is
I'll
listen. We need every listen we can get, you dick.
No, I'll play it and not listen.
That's exactly what I do now. I'll press play and like turn it down on the computer. I don't listen to it. Especially, I'll listen to Teat. I used to listen to, but mostly the interviews, and I wasn't on them. And then, Ma'am, I have not listened to one episode. I cannot listen. It makes me physically ill to listen. Yeah, I get so nervous. Even with Pookie in Paradise, I get really nervous listening. So I do the same thing Mounts does. I'll turn it down or. Because so that you get the play, but we don't. I don't listen to it.
I need to listen. I cannot not listen, and it's not because I want to hear myself. We all know it's well documented that I think my voice is stupid, weird, and I fucking hate it. But I feel like the only way that I can get better at anything that I do is by watching it over and over again or listening to it over and over again. I have to make sure that the edits worked, even though I'm there in the moment doing it. I have to listen to it through a car. I have to listen to it through headphones. I need to listen to it on and watch it on TV speakers. If it's video, because I'm my own worst critic. I can take constructive criticism. People can tell me this, and if I think it's a good idea, I'll listen and I'll implement it. But when it comes down to it, The only way that I'm going to get better is to pick out the things that I think are terrible and hate myself for it.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I'm going to try that. I'm going to listen to this.
I agree 100% with everything you said. The only, like, I'm perfect with everything I do. The only downfall that I have is I feel like my voice is 2 octaves too high when I listen. And there's no way.
Actually, that's because I purposely bump the octaves up on the voice. Because sometimes you're better than me, and that can't happen. The name is not called Mounts in Paradise.
But I listen and I'm like, is that what I sound like?
Yeah. Right? I feel the same way. Like, is that really what my voice is?
I start talking like, yeah, so this is what we're going to do today.
Big D here.
Big D. Hey.
It is really weird, though. Like, if you... Like, what I hear coming out of my mouth is not what I hear on video or on audio. It's weird. Like
maybe it's in Florida, an hour behind.
No, it would be someplace ahead because I talk fast.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be ahead of me.
Whatever you say, you're the geographist.
I am the geographist. I'm good geographer. That's what I am. I'm good geographer.
But yeah, I know a lot of people that hate. They will not listen to themselves or watch themselves. Think about how many really Academy Award winning actors that never seen a movie with them, which I find that hard to believe. Like, are you telling me you're not going to the premiere?
Yeah.
I would go.
I think they do. So I know. Adam Driver, Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
He has never seen himself on screen or heard it. Like, even now, he said that he's seen it.
Let me just. I hate that motherfucker.
Do you really?
I don't even know him. Look, good actor, bad actor. That's all opinion. That's subjective. Maybe he's good in things. He seems, and this is just. I have nothing to back this up. Let me just preface it. He seems like the most pretentious fucking dick on the entire planet.
I feel the polar opposite.
I've never wanted to punch anybody more in my entire life.
Really? I think he is so down to earth and so chill and so cool. I love everything about him.
Well, let me also be honest here. I don't think I've ever seen an interview with him or heard him talk other than his acting. Just based on the Star Wars shit alone and that one rom-com he was in. And I've never even watched the rom-com. I just saw the picture, the movie poster of it. I want to punch him in his fucking face.
Yeah, no, he was on Girls, that show Girls on HBO.
Maybe that's it, yeah.
He was so good in that. And then...
Oh, yeah. I didn't like him in that either, honestly.
Oh, I loved him in that. And then...
I wasn't a big fan of the show either. After, the first 3 episodes, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, I wasn't a big... I sporadically watched.
The first episode was great, but then it just I felt like it was just the same episode over and over again. I'm like,
it was. That's exactly what it was. And then he's on Saturday Night Live too, and he's really good on that. And I hate Saturday Night Live. I think Saturday Night Live has just gone completely downhill since the 90s. I hate it.
And we're back up to an hour and 40 minutes.
But he's funny. All right, let's go. Bye.
All right, we'll see you next week. Maybe. We don't know. We don't have a real schedule.